'Twould be advantageous for you and your pawn to visit the Rockmouser's burrow in Backbatal. Methinks 'tis where you will find that which you seek. Farewell.
Shall we do as that personage suggested? And make for the Rockmouser's burrow. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Look out! Naturally!
White's most effective against the smoke.
You may.
Over here, if you please. Are you coming, Master? Our path is here.
During my travels beyond the rift, I learned of a Camian tale that you have yet to explore. Shall I take us there?
Think nothing of it.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
You have my protection.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
The coral snakes were seen twixt Batal and the rest now. If we scour the area, we might find a clue to their hideout. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
Halt, I say!
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Would you mind coming over here?
Turn out your pockets! I'm taking the...
How's this? You keep your life, and I take the rest.
Arisen! Are you alright?
Make them pay for that. Gold as well as blood.
I must summon aid. Forces too low.
It seems they bear us ill will.
Nothing left to fight. Time to move on. These today my pockets will be clean with gold.
Over here, if you please.
Who are you? What would you with me? You looking for the coral snake's hideout? Don't ask me. They were on us before I knew what was happening. Couldn't even guess where they... Come to think of it, 'twas as we passed the crags to the west of here that they all came out at once. I had a clear view of them from the back of the cart. That's all I know. I ran for my life. Only reason I'm still here. Thought I'd come back, see if aught was left. But just being here again puts my hairs on end. You know what? I just remembered. There was a child traveling with us. Wonder if the lad's all right.
I will protect you. Nicely done.
Come, follow my example.
What's the bad idea? Whatever it is Would you mind coming over? Here.
No useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? My knowledge from other worlds tells me that a forgotten riftstone lies near here. Shall I lead the way?
I'll turn you into a pincushion. Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
As a matter of fact, every master I've ever served was... Wait,
I dare say, the Arisen would have defeated this lot without us.
The coral snakes were seen twixt Batal and the rest town. If we scour the area, we might find a clue to their hideout. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
First blood's always the sweetest.
You all right?
Halt, I say!
Who? Fight?
I'll have you!
Pursuing yon bandit may well lead us to the Fiend's hideout.
Ah, there you are. You're the one who'll be aiding us in routing the coral snakes, yes?
I believe their hideout lies somewhere nearby, though the entrance has proven elusive.
Can't you see I'm on duty?
Over here, if you please. I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, but do let me know if you require a guide. Following along, I trust. Take care not to lose sight of me. Here we are.
I suppose. There's ought to be found there.
Can you not see it? We ought to take a closer look. Forgive me, but I cannot guide you from here.
Oi! Have you lost it? A child was hurt during today's raid. We don't hurt children. That's the rule. Don't tell me you forgot.
Sorry. Must have slipped my mind.
It's like that, is it? Huh? That what you're gonna tell Lenzo? He says we don't hurt kids. So you better.
Hold it! Who's this, then?
We've got an intruder. I'll go warn Lenzo.
Coming here was the last mistake you'll ever make, cuz.
Suppose this is a fitting end for scum like me.
Bunch of sluggards.
Son of a...
I'll turn you into a pincushion.
Curative magic are at your disposal. That's a point right there. Come on then. Damn it.
Come on then.
formidable, Arisen.
Come on!
Be ready. Our foes are armed. Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
No. Am I going to make it?
Come on, this way. I need to get you out of here before things get bloody. That's what Lenzo said to do, if we ever got raided. So come on, you lot. We're going to go see him. He'll keep us all safe. I'm sure of that. They're already here. Run for it.
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots.
Stop! Think you can run?
I will protect you.
Stop! One can never be too careful.
I'll turn you into a pincushion!
An unlikely location for a path. Mayhap it leads to a hidden hoard of treasure.
I don't stand a chance.
My thanks. We shall accompany you now. Those coral snakes must pay for their crimes. We shall join you and aid your efforts however we can.
Give no quarter.
This appears to be the coral snake's hideout. If we capture their leader, the other bandits might be here to heal.
so?
Where do you think you're going, eh?
Very well. I shall return.
Well fought, Arisen.
Keep on like that. We'll be done here soon enough.
But it's certainly worthwhile.
Drop all your bags. I should let you live.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
You have my protection.
The field of battle is what to pit us against our fellows, but that does not make cutting them down easier to bear.
There's no great shock to me.
I don't want to die. Not like this.
To the chest. I shall take a look inside.
I don't want to die.
Stupid little hussar! Oh, no.
I can scarcely see a thing in the smoke. An astounding discovery. Most impressive. Such a thing escaped my master's notice entirely.
Hugo! We're out of time, lad. We'll have to scarper. Coming, lads, but before I forget, here you are. Time for you to make yourself useful. This isn't the first time I've taught an unseasoned whelp the meaning of betrayal. And it shan't be the last! Goodbye, lad. Don't be sore. You were a fool, but a useful one.
can't believe it.
Arrest him!
Lenzo. Why?
A job well done. It is unfortunate that their leader escaped, but I very much doubt the coral snakes will be using this hideout again. We'll interrogate the lad and see what he knows. Mayhap he can tell us aught of the leader's whereabouts. The coral snakes are still an enigma. Mayhap the lad can tell us more.
It was painful to behold how callously the leader treated that young man. He shed him like an old boot.
I do wish we'd had fairer tidings to share.
Would you mind coming over here? This way, Master. Follow me, if you would. Over here, if you please.
It is rather narrow here. Be on your guard.
Let us proceed with due caution. You're welcome to take whatever you like from my capital.
Battle is upon us!
I will protect you. There's no need. we've energy enough to press on for a while yet.
Time spent camping isn't necessarily time wasted.
The anticipation of one's next meal is what makes a hard journey bearable.
Could have gone down even better if the area were free of monsters, but I suppose one can't have everything. Isn't much of an adventure if all we do is make camp.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors.
Field of battle is what to beat us against our fellows, but that does not make cutting them down easier to bear.
Told you so. A battle avoided is a battle won, I suppose.
Let us defer to the Arisen.
Nothing as you say.
Over here, if you please. Arisen, I know of at least one location.
An unlikely location for a path. Mayhap it leads to a hidden hoard of treasure.
Great, keep your wits about you. We needn't go barging in.
One of us has been poisoned!
You have my protection.
Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as... Ah, now here's a surprise.
At least all our efforts weren't for naught.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this. Shall we do as that personage suggested and make for the Rock Mouse's burrow? Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed.
creatures who know death cling to life.
I see no merit in hunting down such cravens.
Leaving so soon?
You've my gratitude. I hope this conveys my gratitude.
That's where you're hiding.
Hold it! Hold it!
I could have done no better.
Let's see more where that came from.
Well, go back. Wait a moment.
Fighters, if they see no horses. Approach with due caution.
One cannot be too careful.
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige. Would you mind coming over here? This is my first time clapping eyes on such an item. I expect my own master has yet to even discover it. I will protect you.
I'll turn you into a pincushion.
Over here, if you please. Your rhythm has been poisoned. This is our best chance to topple it. Give it a push while it's standing on one leg. I will be glad of your assistance. It is a foe worthy of caution. Your scenario. Don't waste this chance.
Press home our advantage.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
By your leave.
Well done. I'm proud of holding our bow.
things up, aren't you?
Not live to regret this!
I shan't let them harm you. Would you mind coming over here?
Come to think of it, was there not another...
Well met. Does that make you the Arisen? Be at ease. I bear you no ill will. My name is Manella, and I have the honor of serving as a go-between twixt Her Majesty and the Guard. Come, let me buy you a drink. We've much to discuss, and I don't fancy standing round all the while.
'Tis this way. We have reached our destination.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Fancy a look at my wares?
The people of Batal view pawns with great prejudice. They're even forbidden from setting foot in the capital. Her Majesty, Empress Nadinia, has long been troubled by this custom, but a practice so ancient isn't easily overturned. Many are unhappy about the existence of this tavern, even though it lies outside the capital, simply because it was established as a place for pawns to gather. I know not what manner of person you are, but if you would aid me in my efforts to make the people of Batal more accepting of pawns, I would be glad to offer you a residence permit. 'Tis a bargain more than fair, for those who hold such permits may remain in Batal without having their activities questioned. What say you? Glad I am to hear it. Take this, then. Simply show it to one of the sentries, and you'll be granted entry to the capital. Oh, and if you encounter any troubled Batali along the way, I bid you assist them. They are harsh in their persecution of the pawns, but were they to be aided by the targets of their ire, mayhap a few stubborn hearts would soften. A simple plan, I know, but 'tis the only one available, or so it seems to me. I bid you good fortune, Sir Arisen.
How might I be of service?
So good. Venture is the Elvish word for scale cinder. I suppose we ought to pay a visit to Batali Blacksmith next. Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
All knowledge of this, God's way, stems from the forbidden magic research laboratory, which can be found here in Batal. However, you would do well to first travel to the Alta Batal coast and seek a man named Ambrosius. For as a researcher of this laboratory, he will doubtless be able to answer many of your questions.
Look around if you must, but be sure to buy aught.
We pawns cannot set foot in Batal without feeling the people's contempt for us.
Let no hardship keep us.
Hoy! Looking to change? No need to overthink it. You can change it on a whim. You've naught to lose. And you might even make a new
Pleasure doing business with.
Greetings, Sir Arisen. I have a message for you. Sir Manella would speak with you in the palace. Pray seek her out at your earliest convenience.
Over here, if you please. We have arrived.
Aye. What brings you to Brocker's smithy? Looking for scale cinder, are we? Well, you're in a luck. Our forge is flit. Oh, 'tis at an elf's behest, you say. I'm afraid that changes things a wee bit. Elves and dwarves don't get along, see? Brocker won't want to help you. Unless you were to offer him aught he couldn't resist. Listen, I happen to know there's one bit of elven culture no dwarf can turn their nose up at. All elven fare's bland as grass. All of it. That is, save the singularly flavoursome dish, Nutriab. Of course, no dwarf would openly admit to having a taste for it. But the fact of the matter is, the mere smell of that dish has dwarves foaming at the maw. Don't believe me? Bring a bowl of it to Brocker. You'll soon see.
So the blacksmith ought to grant us some Gwynfencha in exchange for Nutriab. Shall we inform Miss Darren of this, Master? Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
If 'tis a blacksmith you need, I can't help you. I'm retired, see? Oh ho! 'Tis a regalia sword you want restored, is it? That's a first. All right, give us a look then. Now here's a masterwork of craftsmanship if I e'er saw one. Not to blow my own horn, but I wager I'm the only blacksmith who could set this ailing steel to rights. But, as I've said, I've lain down my tools, and before you start begging, know that I don't intend to pick them back up. Well, why are you still standing there? Leave an old man in peace.
That went rather poorly, I fear. What are we— Beg pardon, sir, but I couldn't help overhearing your conversation with Brocker. You'll have to forgive him. He's been in a foul mood ever since we got cut off from the fuel for our forge. Though, he's always been a bit crotchety, come to think of it.
Enough cheek, you wool-brained wastrel. Now, I'm off to the tavern. Can I count on you to mind things here while I'm gone?
Of course you can. You go enjoy yourself. Psst. Hang about, eh? When he's gone, you and I can talk. Oh, what does this say?
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
Say, have you seen any statues about? Solid stone ones, carved in the likeness of monsters. Tell is, quite a number of them were found not long ago, just west of the Agamemnon ruins. Here's the curious part, though. The things look damn near real. So real, in fact, that collectors were willing to pay outlandish sums of gold for them. Would that I'd gotten my hands on one. Suppose I'll just have to hope there are more of them out there somewhere.
A customer, then. That changes things.
Boy, what's your problem? Walking about with pawns in tow, I mislike that. You from Vermont? Bet you're as prejudiced as the rest of your lot. Well, got something you want to say, eh? Save it. You're not welcome here. Suppose you didn't know, but we don't allow Vermundian scum in this tavern. But I've got a heart of gold, me. I'll give you a chance to redeem yourself. All you've got to do is prove your mettle against these sods alone. That is, if you're bested, then we'll take all you've got. It's only fair, ain't it? Put your back into it!
Well now, quite the brawl we're having here. But I must say, these odds are rather craven. Did you leave your honor at the door?
And who are you supposed to be? You a friend of this one?
Nay, I'm a sellsword. Coin is my only ally. 'Tis not my conscience that called me here. No, no. I simply cannot stomach acts of cowardice. Is there even one among you with the grit for a proper duel, one-on-one?
What'd be in it for us, eh?
The fact that I'd refrain from breaking your jaw. That's not quite the reaction I was hoping for. Mayhap you know not my face. How about my name, then? Ragnar.
Ragnar? You're him. From the Scarlet Rains and the battle for Jeremiah? Well, 'tis clear you're a man best not crossed. But I trust you'll have no complaints so long as there's only one of us. Aye? Oi, bring it out!
Where's that reprobate gotten off to? We'll see if you can escape me a second time.
I don't believe it. You're a bloody menace, you are. Come on, you lot. We're leaving.
Fine work, that was. Pray, save your thanks. I've no need of it. After all, judging by the skill with which you won that duel just now, I dare say you'd have bested those louts even if I hadn't intervened. I suppose that coward knew he was no match for you in a fair fight, so he had that beast take the beating for him. At any rate, 'tis safe to say you've piqued my interest. I hope our paths cross again someday. Of course, I can't promise I'll be as amicable then. As a sellsword, 'tis my policy to let my employer decide friend from foe. I'm sure you understand. Till next time.
Sir Ragnar is no ordinary man, that much is certain.
Ah, well met. You'll be glad to hear we've succeeded in capturing another of the coral snakes. Fortunately for us, this one started talking the moment a bargain of acquittal was mentioned. Mayhap through speaking with him, we might discern some means of loosening Hugo's tongue.
The world's changing. Not sure how much longer I can keep the inn. Open. It's tough, But complaining won't do anything.
We must rest. Though the sun is still up.